Westeros is usually told through big names: kings, wars, dragons, and crowns. But not every story belongs to people like that. Some belong to those who walk the roads instead of ruling them, to people with no banners, no castles, and no one to remember them. This is one of those stories. It's about a young man who wants to be a knight, even though the world keeps reminding him how little he has, and about a small boy who refuses to stay in the place he was born into. There are no great battles here, no kingdoms at stake, just a journey, a choice, and the beginning of something that will matter more than anyone expects. This is the story of the Hedge Knight. The story begins not with glory, but with work. Spring rains have softened the ground, and a young man named Dunk digs a grave on the slope of a low hill. He chooses the western side, where the sun sets, because the old man he buries always liked to watch the end of the day. Another day done, he used to say, and who knows what the morrow will bring. Now there is no morrow for him. The old man is Ser Arlen, a hedge knight, poor, wandering and proud in a quiet way. He raised Dunk from nothing, taught him how to ride, how to fight, how to endure. And when the grave is deep enough, Dunk lifts the body down with care. Without armor, without sword, Ser Arlen feels light, almost like leaves. It frightens Dunk how small death can make a man. There is no septon, no prayers spoken properly. Dunk does not know the right words anyway, so he speaks the truth instead. He says the old man was a true knight. He says he was kind. He says goodbye. Then he fills the grave and stands alone. Dunk is young, 16 or 17, he's not sure, and very tall, still growing into a body made for strength, but strength does not answer questions. And now the question before him is simple and terrible. What comes next? All Dunk knows is the life of a hedge knight, riding from place to place, serving when needed, sleeping under the sky when not. It is not an easy life, but it is the only one he has. So he rides on. Toward evening, Dunk reaches an inn. Warm light spills from its windows, and for once he allows himself to stop. He has a little silver, enough for food and drink, and he spends it gladly. He eats lamb and duck and bread still warm from the oven. He drinks ale, then more ale, because no one is there to stop him. And sitting there, full and warm, Dunk feels something close to happiness. This is knighthood, he thinks. Good food, a full cup. No one to strike you for no reason. It is a comforting thought, and like many comforting thoughts, it is not entirely true. Outside, Dunk meets a stable boy, small, bald, barefoot, and fearless. The boy looks at Dunk's rope belt, his rough clothes, and questions his claim to knighthood without hesitation. Dunk bristles, threatens him, orders him to tend the horses, but the boy does not seem afraid. Later, when Dunk rides on toward Ashford Meadow, the boy's eyes follow him, watching, measuring. At Ashford, the world opens wide. The meadow is filled with pavilions, dozens of them, bright with color and banners. Each belongs to a knight of name and standing. Dunk recognizes the sigils: lions, stags, lightning, apples, turtles. These are men whose stories are known. And suddenly Dunk understands what he lacks. He has no pavilion, no fine armor, no lord's favor. So he turns away from the splendor and makes camp beneath a tree, beside a pool of clear water. This will be his shelter, his pavilion. A hedge knight must guard his pride carefully. Without it, he is nothing at all. Dunk wishes to enter the tourney, but wishes alone do not buy armor. He finds an armorer, blunt, skilled, honest, who measures him and names the price. It is far more silver than Dunk owns, far more than he has ever owned. There is only one way forward. Dunk sells Sweetfoot, the gentle palfrey who carried Ser Arlen for years. It feels like a betrayal, but knighthood, Dunk is learning, demands payment before it gives anything back. That night, when Dunk returns to his camp, he finds the bold boy waiting for him. The boy has done everything, brushed the horses, made a fire, cooked food. He acts as if he already belongs there. Dunk is angry, tired, but the boy will not leave. The boy says his name is Egg. It is a foolish name, but Dunk does not laugh. At last, Dunk agrees to take Egg on, only for the tourney, he tells himself, just for now. It is an easy promise to make, and an easy one to break. The next day, Dunk goes to enter the lists. The steward asks the question that matters most. Are you truly a knight? Dunk explains. Sir Arlen knighted him before he died. There were no witnesses, no septon. The steward doubts him. Dunk must find someone to vouch for his knighthood. And so, Dunk learns another truth. Honor alone is not enough. In Westeros, you must be recognized before you are believed. As Dunk moves through the castle yard, trumpets sound, riders arrive, banners rise, black silk catches the wind, and upon it is the three-headed dragon. Princes have come to Ashford. Kingsguard in white armor follow them, silent and watchful. Suddenly the tourney feels heavier, more dangerous. What was once a chance now carries consequence. Dunk, poor, enormous, uncertain Dunk, realizes he may be forced to face men far above his station. That night, he lies beneath the stars while Egg sleeps nearby, wrapped in borrowed cloth. Music drifts faintly from the meadow, where silk pavilions glow in torchlight. A shooting star streaks across the sky, bright green and gone in an instant. Dunk watches it fade. Maybe luck is real, he thinks. Maybe the world has seen him. He does not know what tomorrow will bring, but for the first time since he filled that grave on the hill, Dunk feels something steady inside him, hope. And though he cannot yet see it, history has already begun to turn its eyes toward him.